and welcome to Aphrodisia. I hope you're all doing well today. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and for those of you who have been part of this journey with me, welcome back. So we have a few piles here for you to pick from. We have A, or amethyst, B, the tiger's eye, or C, the rose quartz. And today we're going to be looking at what your person really wants to say to you. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to try to do what I did last week, which is to look at the energies of your connection with tarot, and then look at what they want to say to you, and then closing off with what spirit like to say to you regarding this connection, regarding your journey, any advice, and yeah, that will be how we're going to structure our readings today. So close your eyes and connect with your higher self and with your guides and ask for some guidance. When you're ready, open your eyes and pick a pile. If you need to, pause the video. But before we get started, please help support this channel by liking and subscribing and pressing the bell icon to be alerted on new videos. And the decks that I've used will be in the description box below. So for those of you who picked pile A, or the amethyst, this is your reading. We are going to jump straight into looking at your person's energies, your energies, the energies of this connection. So the first thing that I'm going to look at will be person A's energies. Person A is represented by the Hierophant. The Hierophant is someone who is very spiritually, ooh, my hand, it's wet. I just finished washing the dishes, so yes, please don't mind. Yeah, the Hierophant is an energy of someone who's very spiritual, someone who is very spiritually aligned. With this card, I really get the energy of like someone who is learning to trust their intuition a lot more. I think there has been a lot of struggle in terms of learning to trust one's intuition, especially when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to really trusting your inner voice, when it comes to this connection, as well as who you are and where your life is headed. And what the Hierophant is basically saying, and I feel like you're not just, whoever this person is, you're not just represented by the Hierophant as in the sense that you are someone who is a very traditional person, and someone who is very spiritual as well, but you're also someone who is, you know, finding the answers, and the universe is saying, like, don't worry about it. There will be people coming forward towards you and giving you the answers. And then in turn is what I'm hearing, in the future, I do see you leading more people towards like a higher level of consciousness, or a higher level of like being more spiritually aware. Like you're going to lead a lot more people, like, or you could be leading a lot more people. Like you could be a starseed, or you could be a reader, someone who is very influential in bringing light into other people's lives as well. So I feel like the Hierophant, for person A person who is represented by the Hierophant, I'm also hearing keys to the kingdom. Like, you know how to unlock and how to like get to where you want to go, and you know how to manifest that. And a lot of people kind of trust you, or you're someone that people turn to when they seek advice. And yeah, I do see like you taking a more like traditional approach, but at the same time, something about this connection is it is different, or you have to break free from a lot of traditional beliefs and thought patterns in order to be in this connection with your person. And so this is something that it's very interesting to note, that your love knows no bounds, and it allows you both to allows you to break the chains of certain behaviors, thought patterns that no longer serve you anymore. And so we have, I'm trying to pick up this card. We have person B, who is represented by the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, it is a card about union. It's a card about achievements, celebration, reaching a certain milestone. It could be marriage, commitment. For some of you, a very small proportion of you, this could mean that your person is about to get married or is married to someone else, or you could be married to this person, because we have the Hierophant there, and the Hierophant and the Four of Wands are like marriage cards. This person could be someone that you're married to, someone that you were married to, someone that you have a family with, someone that you're about to get married to, and right now, I mean, that's a small proportion of you, but doesn't always have to be the case. So if it's not something that for sure is happening, let that fly, and try not to worry yourself too much about it, because the main message for the Four of Wands is about achievements and milestones and hitting certain milestones in your life. Perhaps your person person B celebrated a birthday recently, celebrated like an achievement that they had, like graduation, or a promotion, or getting a job finally, or even like unlocking certain parts of themselves and healing certain parts of themselves, which they are very, very, like it's an achievement to them. So I do see like this person building themselves up, but I also feel like there is a lot of throat chakra activations happening for this pile, not just confidence, like sacral chakra healing, but also like throat chakra activations for person B. So yeah, I do see like this person wants to speak, and wants to speak up to and speak their mind to their Hierophant. They want a conversation, and I do feel like for this pile, the Hierophant seems very far away, very distant, very difficult to reach, maybe, at least to person B. Person B is like looking at person A and thinking like, oh wow, this person is like so famous, so amazing, and I just can't really reach out to them. I can't really connect with them. And there's like a certain like distance between the two of you, and an inability to like speak freely or communicate freely. I do see like, however, like there's a certain like realization that person B has come to, and it feels like even though the Hierophant may seem far away, very out of like reach, and very difficult, like very intimidating to talk to, I see person B like kind of having union in mind, and so does person A. Both of you sort of like want to commit to each other, perhaps, and like you want commitment, you want union. And so I do see like person B wanting to take the initiative to speak to person A and speak up. So we have the union energy, the connection energy, and we have the Nine of Swords here. The Nine of Swords is a card about worries, anxiety. It's a card about stress, and very often it's a lot of stress like inside your head, and it's not something that is I feel like very often a lot of the things that keep us from actually coming into union with our person is very much internal. It's very much like overthinking or like stressing about something. So I do feel like for this pile, a lot of you are overthinking this connection, stressing whether it's ever going to happen. Like person B definitely stresses about person A, like seeing person A as like a leader in their field, someone that people listen to, someone who's out of reach. Like it's like trying to talk to a movie star or something. Like there is a sense of like, oh, there's distance and an inability to actually connect with this person. I feel like for person A though, they feel like person B is sort of like in their own world. They have done things that they want to do, but there is sort of something that's keeping them, like tradition or certain beliefs or mindsets that are keeping them from actually reaching out, even though this is something that you want to do. Like perhaps there are other people like looking at you, or you think are kind of like that you have to kind of live up to these expectations that other people have. There is something very restrictive about your energy that is keeping you from moving forward and coming to like contact, or bringing this connection to the next level. There are a lot of worries and anxieties and things that really keep this connection from actually moving forward. But I do see like cycles ending, cycles coming to a close. Both of you are going to, I feel like you're both going to battle these demons, and like there is a new beginning coming for this connection, because I pulled a clarifier, which is the Ace of Pentacles for the Nine of Swords. And for me, when I see like a 9 and then, you know, an ace, I usually see this as like a really positive thing, because there is a new beginning. 9s are very close to 10s, which are completion of a cycle, and aces are 1s. And so as you close out this cycle, as you close out with this 9 of Swords, there is a new beginning that's coming forward, and it's a new solid beginning. So if both of you are together, you're married, or you're in a partnership, or you're in a romantic relationship, there is going to be a new beginning, and this is going to be like a solid brand new beginning. Like both of you can start again and start building this connection back up again. And I do see that there is a chance for that in the future. But if I don't know why, like I am drawn to this path here too, and then this threshold. There is still a little bit more, and it kind of makes sense because we have the 9 of Swords here. Like it's this period of like battling your own demons, battling what's inside your head, your fears, your ego. It's not quite over. There is something that's coming to a close, and you are basically like closing out this cycle so that this new one can begin. And the Ace of Pentacles is it's not that near, but it's quite a distance off. Like it still requires time to get there to that threshold so that you can begin again. But this new beginning is divinely guided, is what I'm hearing. It's like it's meant to happen, and if you both kind of choose it and grab onto it, there's going to be a lot of, you know, healing of the heart, but also a throat chakra healing as well. Like I feel like there is going to be communication that's going to start this healing process. So yeah, I feel like this is very promising thus far. Very, very interesting energies. I am seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You don't have to be these signs, but it's an extra confirmation if you or your person have these signs in your chart. So we are just going to invite your higher self into this reading. Invite your person's higher self into this reading to see what they have to say to you at this point in time. And the first card that we have here is I Believe in Us. This person wants you to know that they believe in your connection. They believe in where this connection is headed. I'm not sure what to do with this. Okay, I'm just going to leave that here like that. They believe that like there is no doubt in both you or your person's mind that this connection is meant to be, that both of you are meant to be together. They have faith in the universe. They have faith in this connection that both of you are going to come back together again, or you're going to build something stronger, or you're going to be together somehow. And this person's higher self is basically saying, my heart belongs to you now and forever, and it will always belong to you. And I like that. I love how sweet, how like you don't need to say much. It's like, I'm yours and I love you and I'll love you forever. And it's a very simple but very like impactful message. And for those of you who are in separation, this person is saying, I will return to you. For those of you who have never met this person or never been together with this person, this is their soul saying that we made the soul contract in the past, before we even came into this world. And they're saying that I have found you and I will return to you, or I will come towards you. So yeah. And the last card here is your love for me guides me home. Basically, your higher self has been like a beacon of light, a beacon of truth to this person, saying that, you know what, whatever it is, like, I'm here for you. And I feel like there's this unconditional love that your higher self and you're just pouring out to this person. And this person notices it, and they're saying like, yeah, you're guiding me home. I am coming home to you. So yeah, I really love that. I really love the energies of that. And they are also, I pulled some more cards from my second deck, and they're saying like there's a lot of motif on journey, on moving, on like journey, or embarking on journey. Your love for me guides me home. I will return to you. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of like them saying that, you know, I am making my way towards you. I am, you know, trying to come back home towards you. And they are basically saying, you know, we are embarking on this new journey together. We are embarking on a new beginning together. So, and this is a summer card. So for those of you who are thinking about timing, summer might be significant for the two of you. But this is also a card for the water signs like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So we basically have all the signs popping up here in the tarot, but sometimes also in the message cards. So they're saying like, I am on my way home, is basically in the message here. But right now they are working on balancing their chakras, their energies. They are trying to find balance. They're trying to find like they're trying to get into a good energy so that they can come back towards you, is what they're saying. Like they're balancing everything out so that they can come back towards you. And they're saying that they are shedding old memories, they're creating new ones, they're shedding the past as well. They are not allowing the past to hold them back. So if they're the Hierophant, they are not allowing traditional beliefs, mindsets, thought patterns to actually hold them back from this connection and from you. And if they are the person B, the Four of Wands, they are not going to let, you know, the past keep them from achieving what they want. They have found out like, oh, this is what I want from life. This is what I want from my life, and this is how I see my life. Like, so I'm not going to allow past hurts or past, you know, limiting beliefs to keep me from like achieving what I want. And they're saying that they need to release the old so that they have space in their hearts for a new beginning to happen. So this is basically what this person is saying. I don't know where to put this. But also timing again, autumn it may be significant for you and your person, or rather your person, because this is a reading about like what they want to say to you. Autumn might be significant more so than summer. But autumn also represents a change in the season. It represents a shift, movement away from the old and into the new. So yeah, this is a very beautiful energy. Something is shifting within your person. Something is changing, and they're just saying that, you know, I am changing. I am becoming better. And so the last card for this is we need to detach and go with the flow. And this is a winter card. So for those of you who are dealing with people who are slightly slower in terms of their energy, they're really like moving at snail's pace. That's kind of like coming through here. But also cycles are closing out is what I'm feeling with this card. They're saying that they are surrendering to the divine. They want you to surrender to the divine and allow both of you to like get into the flow of union, get into the flow of getting into union, you know. And they're just saying that the more we surrender, the more like the closer we are getting to union, and the more we go with the flow, the more we are, you know, becoming more aligned with our purpose. instead of trying to force things, we are allowing, and this makes everything easier. So wintertime might be significant as well. And it's very interesting how the cards are like summer, autumn, winter. So it almost feels like the later half of this year, things are going to start moving for the both of you. Like things are gonna start off maybe quite slowly, but you're both like on this journey towards union. And so I do see like a lot of movement, significant like change is going to happen during the autumn months, but movement is going to start from like as early as summer, and things will start to move together. Even like it will start to fall into place around the autumn time and the winter time. So yeah, this is very promising, especially because there are like, I just feel like both of you are very ready for union. It's more of like you're closing out cycles, you are waiting for a chance to talk to each other again and have that conversation. So I pulled cards from Spirit to see what Spirit has to say to you regarding this connection, any advice that they want to give you. And this is the first card that we got. It's the number 6. The 6 is, you know, always about divine union. It's about balance. It's about coming together. Like the 6 cards in tarot is always about balance, and it's about reunions, and about movement forward. And I just feel like with this card, be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. It is about, again, it's about speaking your truth, speaking what's in your heart. Be willing to share and not keep it all bottled inside. I feel a lot of like emotions are overflowing for both of you. You both have a lot of love for each other. You're both keeping silent about it. And what the universe is saying, just when the time is right, when it's time to speak up, because you may never get that chance. Or and then, no, I'm not saying that you'll never get that chance again, but it's more of like saying that you never know when the next chance you have to talk to this person will arise again. So there is a lot of green, a lot of heart chakra. So speak from your heart. Speak what you really want to say. Like, and the next card is 41, which is a 5, but also 4 and 1. The 4 is a very stable energy. Like the 4 of Wands, it's and also we have a 5 in the Hierophant, but these may be insignificant, like they may be significant numbers for you, but like 4 is about stability, it's about structure, and I just feel like with this card here, there's a lot of green happening. So a lot of heart chakra. Like, I guess what's happening right now, what the universe really wants you to pay attention to is your heart chakra. It's to work on reconnecting with your emotions, reconnecting with your heart, and like cultivating or like growing. Like, I don't know how to put this. Like, it's more of like loving yourself and allowing your heart to grow. So yeah. The message here is do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Perhaps the attention should be on the people who really need it, for people who like really need your focus. Your person is doing their own thing. They're healing. They're on their way back to you. So perhaps the focus should be back on you, or the focus should be on people who really need your love, your attention, your kindness. Or, you know how I just feel like do something for someone else feels like the love that you put out to the world is going to come back to you tenfold, and the kindness that you show other people will be like people kind of like carry that on. Like, I don't know how to put this, but like they just like, you will sort of like spark something that will allow to pass on. So if you're kind to someone today, you do something kind for someone, they kind of like pass that kindness on. So this is like you doing your part to sort of like nurture a more heartfelt universe. And I know this may sometimes seem very idealistic, but I do feel like sometimes we're just not we're not that nice. Like, society is very cold, very detached. We don't hold out doors for other people anymore. We don't say please or thank you. We just sort of stare into the space. For me, sometimes it's to stare into space or just stare at my phone. And I just feel like maybe we need more of nice things. We need to do more nice things for other people, for strangers, even for people around us that really need our help. Sometimes we just perhaps are too wrapped up in our own issues to bother about them. Not saying that we intentionally want to ignore them, but we are so wrapped up in things that and also so wrapped up in other things that we want that we forget to give to ourselves as well. And I do see animals, spirit animals coming towards you. I do see if you have pets, love them and give them love and put your attention and focus on them and allow your person to come to you in their own time. I do see they want to come towards you and to speak to you, but right now they are just going with the flow. They are doing their thing, but they're on their journey. They're on their unique journey to becoming the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and they're getting ready to come back. So give them that time, give them that space. And so yeah, that's all the messages that I have for you today. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with your situation, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great week ahead. Bye! So for those of you who picked pile B, or the tiger's eye, this is your reading. So the first card that we have here to represent person A in this connection is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups, first of all, feels like a very dreamy, someone who's very idealistic, someone who has their head in the clouds, literally. It's also depicted in this card. But also someone who has very lofty ideals about their future, about people, about life. Someone who's very someone who romanticizes life and love. Maybe someone who's not very practical, but someone who's very this person just feels like they are someone who imagines and dreams a better world. Someone who's very artistic, someone who is very connected with their creativity, and also a lot of their desires or their beliefs about love stem from very creative avenues, like movies, songs. That's how they conceive love, but also just I feel it's not just these creative avenues, but also their past as well, the way they were brought up, but also the fact that how every time when you fall in love you have a song, and then when you break up you have that particular song, and that shapes how you view love. If you listen to I don't know, Every Breath You Take, the Police, after this particular breakup, it's about being very it's about divorce, that the song is about divorce, but it's also about very it's got a stalkery vibe to it, doesn't it? So it's it shapes the way you love as well. And I just feel for this person, they are shaped by their surroundings, but they're also shaped by their experiences. They're shaped by very creative avenues. And so I feel this person is not very grounded in terms of their energies, especially when it comes to love. They're not very practical, they're very idealistic. But also I do see this person IRL, in real life I guess, has plenty of options. They could be having a lot of commitments, having a lot of things that they want to do with their lives, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of real life responsibilities. This could be family responsibilities. It could be like work, or it could be like they just like to play around, they like to explore, play the field, enjoy like other people, enjoy getting to know other people, having a lot of suitors coming in. There is a sense of like them having a lot of options in front of them, and like basically going through life pretty much like they look like they're having fun, and they look like it's like a breeze for them. Like life is just life is, they try to make it, or they try to like live in this la la land, and sometimes maybe life is not that perfect, but they kind of like escape into their minds so that it becomes perfect. I don't know, but that's just like someone, I just feel like this is someone who is just very very airy fairy, like all in the clouds, everyone's chill, but also someone who may have very high standards for how they want love, or how they see love, or how they see or who they want to settle down with. The other person B. Oh, also this Seven of Cups, blah, blah, blah. I can't talk right now. Seven of Cups person is someone who is healing their throat chakra. They are healing or activating their throat chakra. They are probably going to be the ones that will be the one that reaches out, talks to the other person. But also it's possible that this person is someone who hasn't been talking and now is being pushed to talk. The Seven of Cups has a very like, yes, they have ideals, they have thoughts, but they are learning to sort of like vocalize them, and make it known. And I feel like this person is getting ready to sort of like, I feel like they have a whole world inside of them, and they're trying to manifest their ideals, and it's, for many of them, they have a very beautiful ideal for the future. And I know the Seven of Cups can seem like very superficial, or very like not grounded, but I feel like this person's world is very lively, very colorful, and they're trying to kind of like speak that world into reality. So for person B, it's interesting we have another 7 here, because as I was shuffling this for this pile, I just felt like very spiritual vibes. Like both of you are like the universe, your guides, they're intervening on your behalf, spirits intervening on your behalf. There is a sense of like divine intervention, and it's also something that's pushing person A to speak to person B. But person B is more grounded. Person B has the exact opposite energy from person A. Person A has their head in the clouds, they have ideals, they have like very romantic notions of how love should be. Whereas person A is like, I know how love is in reality. It's hard work. It's something that I'm willing to put in the effort for. Whereas person A is more of like a dreamer. Person B is more of like a doer. And person B has been planting seeds, not just, in this connection, not just in terms of their own personal growth. Like you've started to love yourself, you started to invest in yourself, you started to, but maybe go back to school, maybe decided to, apply for jobs, or apply for schools, or learn something new, or start a new business. You are investing your energy, your time into material things, into things that matter to you. And you're also kind of planting seeds for this connection in terms of like trying to do your best to heal this connection, going for like healing sessions, going for tarot readings, or going for like you're sending out good vibes, going for courses that teach you how to manifest or to heal, or to like listen to subliminals, or listen to like manifestation music at night, kind of like, or healing music at night to kind of like heal or calm the energies within your connection, there's a sense of like you're putting in the work to manifest this. However, there's something like your root chakra is being activated, or is something that you need to pay attention to at this point in time if you're person B. It's a lot of finding your identity, finding who you are. You tend to kind of like throw yourself into work, into like the next thing that you need to do, but you haven't really stopped to think about like, who am I really, and what is it that I want from life? What is it that I truly want from this person? What is it that I truly want from this connection? How do I manifest the things that I want out of life? And I just feel like there is the need to kind of like go within and find the core of who you are. So that's the advice for person B. For person A, it's more of like, talk to other people, share your ideas, but also maybe it will benefit you to be more grounded. But also, for those of you who identify, or you know your person identifies with person A, you need to pick and prioritize what you want, and not try to do too many things at once. So when it comes to this connection, it's represented by the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card about balance. It's a card about, I feel like, first of all, the first thing that's coming to mind is that both of you have been going, this connection has been going up and down. People have been going back and forth. There has not been like stable, like, okay, I want to be with you, period. I want to be with you forever, and that's it. No, there hasn't been. It's always been like you're at the cusp of something and then you kind of fall back again. There has been a lot of back and forth energy between the two of you. Both of you can't make up your mind about what you want from this connection, what you want from each other. There is very, like, both your energies are very different. One is very up in the air, one is very grounded, and so like there is a need to kind of give and take, to find a compromise, to find a middle ground, and you both haven't really found that middle ground yet. You have been trying to balance this connection, but it has never really kind of balanced itself out. There is always something that just feels off, just doesn't feel like you're getting it right. And like I feel like for this person and you're like, you've been trying your best to kind of like settle everything, but it's just not been happening. Like I feel like there's a sense of frustration with this, a sense of like, why are things just so difficult to, like, why are things just so difficult, so choppy, like so difficult to kind of like find that balance. I do feel like there are a lot of very intense like roller coaster emotions when it comes to this connection. I do feel that both of you are trying to calm the waves of, or trying to ride the waves of these emotions. Like perhaps you were together once, or perhaps you're at the beginning of being together, but there are highs and there are lows, and you're just trying to find that balance, that calm. And what I'm feeling is that, like, I feel like you will get there, but there is a need to kind of write it out, kind of like understand where the other person's coming from. Also with the infinity sign there, I just feel like this connection, both of you, there is a sense of, with all the sevens coming in, like there's a sense of divine intervention, there's a sense of fate, sense of like, this is meant to be, this connection is meant to be, like both of you are meant to be in each other's lives, however that capacity is, as a friend, as a lover, as a karmic. You both have come into each other's lives to try to teach each other something, or to be together, or to there is a purpose to it all, a divine purpose to it all, and regardless of what that purpose is, enjoy the ride is what I'm hearing. Like, know that you're meant to be with this person, you're meant to meet this person, not meant to be with this person, but like you're meant to meet this person, and however this connection plays out, it's up to the both of you to try to find that balance, to see if you can like make things work. So yeah, there was a lot of back and forth and all that, but what I'm hearing is that things will eventually settle down. And yeah, like this connection will eventually settle down and you will both come to like a conclusion, like what you want to do moving forward. So the universe is intervening, they're helping you, so like sit tight is what I'm hearing. So we are going to call your person's higher self into this reading to ask them for any messages that they have for you at this point in time. And the first card that I get here is I want to travel the world with you. This is a very nice, very sweet card. But also we are seeing ships in the background of Two of Pentacles. Maybe this person lives at a distance from you, or maybe this person and you're very adventurous. You want to like explore the world together, or perhaps you want to explore certain things together, certain thoughts, certain mindsets, certain like lifestyles together perhaps. But this person is saying that they want to do all of that with you. You may have talked about certain things, and things never really kicked off perhaps, and they're saying that I really want to have the chance to like spend time with you, and also they're saying that they have been living in a period of like living in fear. They've been fearing heartbreak, fearing, you know, being hurt and fearing rejection, but they are choosing love now. They are not going to continue to choose fear. They're not going to continue to allow the ego to step in and to affect everything. They are saying that they are choosing love now. They are choosing to pick the side of love, and that's a very heartwarming thing. So before we continue, I just want to point out that the signs here are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You don't have to be these signs. Your person doesn't have to be these signs for this to resonate with you. If the messages resonate with you, take them. But if it doesn't, don't like leave them. But also the signs shouldn't be like a, it shouldn't be like a, how do I put this, like, it shouldn't be like, oh, if I'm not mentioned here, then it's not for me, because it's the message that really matters. So again, with this idea of like wanting to spend time with you, like for those of you who are in separation from your person, this person wants to spend time with you again. For those of you who never met this person or are still with this person, they want to spend quality time with you. They want to spend time exploring the world or talking to you, understanding where you are at in life, and they want to get to know you again, is what I'm feeling, what I'm hearing. Like they just want to talk and spend time with you. And like sometimes spending time with each other doesn't mean like you have sex, or it doesn't mean that you talk all the time. It could just also be like being together in silence and enjoying each other's company. And I just feel like there are moments which this person is like craving with you. And finally, I will love you with too many commas but never any asterisks. And I love this quote from Sarah Kay. She is one of my favorite spoken word poets. If you keep hearing that splatter, it's because I twirl my flip-flops around my toes. I don't know if anyone else does that. I'm pretty sure people do that. But yeah, I twirl it around. And as I talk, as I'm doing the readings, and sometimes it just falls from my feet. So anyway, this poem, this line is saying that this person is saying that I will love you unconditionally. It's with too many commas, but never any asterisks. Asterisks are that little star thing at the end, like, you know, have you ever looked at a legal document or like a terms and conditions, and like they're like, okay, subject to terms and conditions, and that little star, and at the bottom it's like a whole bunch of terms and conditions that you have to meet before you're eligible for this and that benefit, or before this benefit can apply, So like I feel like this person is saying like, I love you without terms and conditions. I love you without all these things having to apply. I love you regardless of whatever happens. I will still love you, and I will always love you. I love you for everything that you are and everything that you will be, everything that you have done in the past. I just love you for who you are, how you are. And yeah, this person has a lot of love, a lot of unconditional love for you. And it's a very beautiful message. So the first card, I also pulled some more cards from the other message that I have here. So there are 2 timing cards here. One of them is a month from now, and the other one is autumn will be a significant time for us. Perhaps you are living in the southern hemisphere and autumn time is coming in a month from now, or we're already in the autumn, and a month from now it's just going to coincide with, you know, the autumn significance. Of the significance of autumn in this connection in your person's life in general. So I feel like for those of you who are living in the northern hemisphere, like me, we are very far away from autumn. But a month from now, something's going to shift, something's going to change. And these 2 cards are autumn cards. When I created this deck, these 2 cards are primarily very autumny. So a lot of air signs as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also the energy that I'm getting here is about like change. Something is shifting. There is a change in the weather, a change in the seasons. Could be also springtime, but like, again, you know, these are autumn cards. So it's everything that's going messy. But anyway, so I just feel like these are timing cards for those of you who are thinking about timing, but I feel like we should not be too concerned about timing because, first of all, this is a general reading. Second of all, timing about when this and that is going to happen is very much dependent on energy as well. It's not just like, yep, I'm predicting that something, this is not like, saying like, okay, we're all going to graduate on the 1st of June. And it's not a fixed thing that everyone goes through. It's not, you know, like that. It depends on energy. It depends on, like, it's as changeable as the weather. It's as changeable as your moods and how you feel on that particular day. And like I just feel like it's not something that you should pay a lot of attention to, but I think what's important is that your person is going through a lot of change, a lot of healing, a lot of, like, something is shifting within your person. And again, we have another autumn card, which is self-protection. So this person has been kind of keeping themselves isolated from you. They have been keeping themselves on a defensive, like almost as if like this person has just like been trying to protect their hearts and trying to keep themselves from being vulnerable so that they don't get hurt, etc. And because they just keep themselves like at a distance from you, they're just saying that they're sorry because they have, you know, hurt you, and they may have tried to run away, or they may have tried to brush off this connection as nothing more. And they're saying that, I'm sorry, but I actually have a lot of feelings for you. And these are my fears that are talking. Or rather, these were my fears that were talking. But I want a lot more than what I said I wanted. And yeah. And this person might want to come in with friendship. And this is a summer card. So this is a card for like joy and I don't know, like when I see this card or when I meet this card, it just feels like something that brings a lot of youth and joy. And I feel like this person does a lot of inner child healing. This person is ready for friendship, ready to create a friendship with you, or to build this connection up from just being a friendship like into something more, because they love you. And I'm hearing for another group, like a portion of you, like this person saying that they're happy with just being friends, even if like being lovers cannot be a possibility in this lifetime. They're saying that I'm just happy to be part of your life as your friend. And this is just for a small proportion of you, but most of you, like, who are dealing with this person, they want to build something more from being a friend. But maybe some of them, they can offer you friendship only at this point in time. They're not ready for anything more. So they're saying like, give me time. Let us get to where we want to go slowly. Let's build it up slowly from a friendship. And so to end off this reading, I pulled cards from Spirit to You. And this is the Whispers of Love Oracle. And the first card we have here is the number 13. Is that number 13? Yes. And it's miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. So what the universe is saying is that the separation, these trials, these conflicts, this relationship, yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's not like the easiest thing to do, but it has a gift. It has a lesson. It is a blessing. And I think your life without this person will be less rich. Like, it will be less colorful. It will be less lively. This person has brought so much into your life. They have been a blessing, a miracle in your life. And instead of looking at this person as like, oh, you were someone that left, or someone that has hurt me, someone that has, abandoned me, or someone that has let me down again and again and again, but they have brought something into your life. Not just, the hurt and the pain and the trauma and the triggers and the shadow work that you need to do, but they also brought a lot of, with all these shadow works, you heal. With all these, this relationship that you have with this person, there were very bad times, but there were also good times, which the universe wants you to kind of hold on to and know that it's a blessing, it's a miracle, but also it's got its value. It's not something that, oh, it was a fucking waste of time. It wasn't. It was something that, oops, I swore. Oh, but it's just something that they just want you to kind of appreciate. Also a lot of air energy. Again, with the air energy, with the unicorn, they want you to embrace your emotions. 18. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. Embrace everything. I just feel like the universe wants you to know that your feelings are valid. Yes, it's been tough and you feel like crap, and you feel like maybe there's there needs to be a period where you can grieve, and after which you cannot grieve anymore. They're just saying no, embrace your emotions. Grieving and the process of healing, it's not a linear process. There will be days where you feel great, better, and there'll be days where you don't. And that's okay. So embrace your emotions. However, the highs and the lows and everything in between, they just want you to embrace your emotions, embrace yourself, love yourself, accept yourself, validate your emotions, validate yourself, validate your feelings, validate this connection, and know that whatever you're feeling, it's valid. Whether you know or you feel like this person's meant to be in your life, whether this person's meant to come back into your life, whether this person, loves you or doesn't love you, know that whatever you're feeling is if you know it deep down, and your gut feeling is that, trust it, and trust your gut, and know that it's real. So yeah, trust yourself. So that's all the messages that I have for you today. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with your situation, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great week ahead. Bye. So for those of you who picked pile C, or the rose quartz, this is your reading. So for person A, I pulled the card 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is about walking away from things that no longer serve you anymore. This person has I wouldn't say treacherous, but it's not a very smooth journey up ahead for this person, but they're still choosing a high road, or rather choosing this road. They're choosing to walk away because something about the 8 of Cups, and it looks really empty from here, it's just no longer fulfilling anymore. There's something very sad, very bittersweet, but this person knows that walking away from certain things, it's going to bring them more peace, more happiness. And I pulled a clarifying card for the 8 of Cups, and we got the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands, perhaps, I think what I got for this is that what I'm getting right now is that this person has perhaps waited for movement, waited for something to happen for the longest time, and they're just I am sick and tired of waiting now. I need to move on. I need to find my peace. I need to find something else, and I need to find a way to fulfill myself, and I need to find a way to kind of feel happy with life, and instead of waiting around for for a promise that will never come. And I feel like that's the Eight of Cups. Like person A, this person just feels like they have been waiting for a while and nothing seems to be happening, and they're just like, okay, I'm done, I need to go, I need to move on now. And I feel like they're waiting for their new opportunities to come in. If you see this person has their backs turned to us, it feels like this person has literally like decided to walk out from this whole thing altogether. Like some of them, I feel like the person A, some of you could be like waiting for your person to come in, and it's been a long time, and it's time for you to move on, and you want to move on. For some others, I feel like they've turned their backs on this connection in search for other opportunities, for other horizons, for other, like some of them may have like moved countries, may have found like decided to focus on jobs, or like found a different job, decided that, you know, enough is enough and it's time to move forward now. There is a lot of divine intervention. I'm seeing a lot of crown chakra healing and awakening. It almost feels like this is something that has come to this person recently, something that they have struggled to kind of accept, but they're now accepting. They have found the courage to move forward and to move on, and maybe that is the route that they have to take. That is the road that they are meant to be on. Like maybe moving away from this whole situation gives it space to grow, gives yourself space to grow and to learn and to evolve and to move forward. Whereas, you know, staying stuck and stagnant may have worked perhaps in the past, but now it's time to break free, time to get out of this comfort zone and move forward. So yeah, I'm just feeling like this person is just like, okay, I'm done, I'm out, and they are walking away from this connection. I feel like every time I do a reading, like there's always going to be one pile that's like not as like, okay, no. Today's reading, the middle pile was a bit like neutral. Like the first pile feels more like there's a lot more love there. Like there's like, it's, I wouldn't say it's bitter, but like they're both, the two people clearly love each other. But this is almost like a very sad, very like yeah, you know, I don't know. But anyway, so the other person is represented by the Wheel of Fortune. Person B is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about divine timing, it's about fate, it's about destiny. So there is a lot of surrendering to the divine here. A lot of okay, I know this is fate, this is destiny, I cannot control it, so I'm just going to like leave it up to the divine. I don't know why my camera's making that heartbeat thing. But anyway, like the Wheel of Fortune for this person B, is, first of all, I feel like person B is starting to open up their minds, open up their throats as well. Like not throats, but like starting to find your voice, starting to be more confident. There's a lot of healing when it comes to shame and guilt as well. But also I just feel like the time has not come yet to move forward. There is something about divine timing that is at play here that this person is just bound to. Like it's not the right time for things to move forward for this person, or maybe it's not the right time for this person to move forward yet. So if this person is like the person who's reaching out to person, if person B is the one reaching out to person A, they are being stopped by divine timing. And if person A is the one who's supposed to reach out to person B, it's just not right for like the time is just not right yet for any sort of movement. Maybe there is a lot more that person B needs to do in terms of their healing, a lot more trusting the universe, a lot more like really trusting in the divine, or trusting in fate and destiny, or perhaps there is like this over trust. I don't know if that makes sense, like this over like, how do I put this, like there is a sense of like, you're putting a lot of faith and a lot of energy into this concept of divine timing, or not divine timing, but more of like, it's a divine connection and it's fate. And if we're meant to be together, then like I'm just not going to put in the effort, or I'm just not going to do much and allow things to just happen, or like I'm not going to do my healing. Since we're meant to be together, whether I'm like a shitty person or a better person, this person will still be in my life, and they will like accept me for who I am. And like there's almost like the sense of like laziness, I don't know, like, but this is for like a small proportion. Like I don't feel like this is for everybody, but like there's almost a sense of like, like I don't know, like if I like an angel came and told me I'm going to get an A on this exam, and I'm like, since I'm going to get an A, then I'm not going to study. That's the sort of feeling that I get. Like, since I'm going to get it, I'm not going to even bother going to go to class or put in the effort or anything. And in the end, it becomes like I don't get that A because what the angel is saying is that I have the ability to get that A if I put in the effort to get that. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, because I didn't put in the effort, I may not get it, you know? And so I feel like that's for a small proportion, but for most of you, like, it's just not the right time. There's just a lot of other things that are happening in your life that just doesn't allow for any sort of new beginning in love, or in this connection in particular, to take place. There is perhaps a lot more healing to do, or perhaps you have a lot of things in your life at this point in time that you do not have the capacity to build a relationship with this person. And this person also, it's the wrong time for this person as well, because this person is choosing to walk away and choosing another path, not leaving you behind, but it almost feels like this person is like, I need to choose myself or choose another path. So for this connection, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords it's a card about choice. It's a card about making decisions, choosing something. And it showing up in this reading at this point in time just feels like both of you have a choice to make, and still have a choice to make. Like, this choice is still up ahead in your future. Like, you both haven't there's a sense of like, you haven't come to a point where this choice is before you yet, and the universe is saying that right now you're both still blindfolded. You don't know what's in front of you. So stop trying to make a choice ahead of time, ahead of clarity that you're going to receive when the blinds come off. Like, it just feels like, I don't know, like when, I'm just going to make another reference to like education. Like, even before you know like what you want to do with your life, you're already making a decision, like to go to college for like math, or to go to college for like arts, or to go to college for like I don't know, dentistry or medicine or law or whatever. Like, you haven't even gotten to the point where you have to make that decision, and you haven't gotten to the point where, like, it's like a child being like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, and at 7 years old, and you're saying like, and it's not saying that I don't want the child to have dreams or to have goals or anything, but it's more of like saying that if the child says, I'm going to be an astronaut, and then you base your entire like, and you base their entire like career, or rather you kind of like push this child towards becoming an astronaut just because they said that one time. It almost feels like, I don't know how to Now I'm getting very confused. It just feels like you don't have the clarity to make that decision yet, so don't try to make that decision beforehand. It's like you don't have all the information that you need, so don't try to make that decision. Wait till the time is right to make that decision. And this connection, the decision is still up ahead for this connection, and I just feel like both of you have a say in it. Like both of you need to want to choose this connection, and right now it seems like one person doesn't want to, one person is held back by something. Both of you are not choosing this connection yet, and until you both choose this connection, then you kind of like allow it to grow. And so as much as this is like divine and divinely, orchestrated and all that, but like there's an element of like it's also up to you, and that I think is the main message for this connection card here. So we are going to, before we get to the main messages, we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. So if you're not these signs, or your person are not these signs, don't worry. If the messages resonate, take them. If it doesn't, let them go. So we are going to call your person's higher self into this reading and ask them for any messages that they have to say to you at this point in time. And the first thing that they want you to know is that they are shedding their negative beliefs. They are shedding a lot of negative beliefs, systems, thought patterns, and they're really healing. I don't know why this just wouldn't. Okay, so they're really healing. They're really like working on themselves at this point in time. They are healing the past and releasing a lot of fears, a lot of ego. They're putting them all behind. Like they're really doing all of that because of this connection. They have learned to, start to heal, perhaps walk away. They have started to walk away from certain negative beliefs and thought patterns. They want you to know that they are still keeping tabs on you. They are still checking your social media. They are still kind of like paying attention to what's going on in your life. Even if it's not like obvious, like or stalking you or anything, like sometimes they just check in on you, like even through the 5D. And I just feel like this person always thinks about you, and they check in to see what you're doing, how you're doing, etc. Like I feel like this person, you never leave this person's mind, and you're always someone that they will kind of like ask about or check in with, or like if they do tarot readings, they may ask about you every once in a while, or they may purchase or like ask people to read for them about you and this connection. So they're just saying like they keep an eye out on you, like, and they want you to forgive them. They are apologizing, and maybe an apology is due for this person, like from this person. Like they may have done a lot of shitty things and they are apologizing. They're saying that I realize that I've been an idiot. I've been doing a lot of things that have hurt you in the past. Please forgive me. Please find it within yourself to offer them that forgiveness. And I feel like that forgiveness, like you forgiving them, may also set you free, may also kind of like give you that peace as well. And the last card is that they are saying they are yours until 2 and 2 is 3. This is a lyric from a song that is covered by the Arctic Monkeys. I really like that song. And for me, this is saying that they are yours for eternity, because 2 and 2 will never become 3, because 2 and 2 will become 4. And the day it becomes 3, I'm not a math like major, so I'm not sure if it's ever possible, but like basic arithmetic, it's never going to be possible for 2 and 2 to become 3. So it's always going to be 4. And so this person is saying that they would be yours forever until the impossible happens, which is never going to happen because 2 and 2 will never become 3. So yeah, and I pulled some more messages from my other message deck, and we have a timing card here, and the first card that we have, it's a year from now. Perhaps something is going to shift a year from now. This is a very slow-moving energy. It's very wintry energy, so perhaps the winter time may be significant or may have been significant for the both of you or for this person in particular, but I feel like they were saying maybe it's not the right time now. Maybe a year from now, things will be different. A lot can happen in a year. Like, a lot can change in a year. Like, a lot can change in a few days, in a few months, in a few weeks. But they're saying, like, a lot can happen in 1 year. And maybe in a year's time, I will be ready for something more. But right now, I need to go do my thing. I need to find myself. I need to shed my negative beliefs. I need to understand and heal. And so I'm sorry if I'm taking very long, but I need that time. I need to find myself, and perhaps something divine is stopping me from moving forward. I'm unable to move forward just yet. And so they're saying that they're learning to find balance. They're learning to love and be loved. And they're learning, like, it's like them learning how to love again, how to give and receive love. And that's really important. If you only know how to give but you don't know how to receive, that's an issue. But if you only know how to receive and you don't know how to give, that's also an issue. So they're learning to give and take. They're learning to love, and they're learning from scratch how to love again. And maybe it's with someone else, maybe it's them going within and understanding, going on their inner, like, going on a journey within. Regardless of what they're doing right now, what they want you to know is that they're learning to love, they're learning to heal, they're learning to release as well, as what I'm hearing. But they also want you to know that with this winter, there is spring, and in the spring, your love will blossom. And they're saying that they still love you, and they want your connection to blossom. They want your connection to heal. They want your connection to progress. And I just feel like this person really wants this love, but they're just really stuck, like, with, like, the timing of things. There is a very slow energy here, and then it changes to spring, kind of like flowers bursting. Like, that's what I'm feeling. But during the winter, it's slow, it's hard, it's harsh, it's difficult to move, and they're saying that right now it's winter time. It's difficult to progress forward for them, but they're trying. They're going to persevere because they want this love to blossom, and their love for you is growing every day, and they are learning to love you every day. Like, they're learning to give and receive, but they're also saying that their love is blossoming. It's growing for you every day. And they're saying that there are new beginnings coming in, and they want you to know that there's a new beginning coming in for them, but also they're hoping for a new beginning, or they're hoping to create a new beginning for you in this connection. Like, if you're open to that, if you want to forgive them, if you want them back in your life again, they would love that. So I'm seeing, like, winter and spring here. So a lot of, like, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yes, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But a lot of timing when it comes to, like, winter and spring, which is around, like, now or next year, or, like, the end of the year and the next year, or, like, for some of you, it living in the southern hemisphere, it could be, like, happening soon and towards our autumn time, which is your springtime. But yeah, timing, again, it's about energy. So what is important here is that this person is kind of, like, awakening. It's almost like, you know, the feeling of, like, when winter turns to spring, there is this sense of, like, waking up again, and the sun is shining, and kind of like the earth is kind of like coming back to life. And I feel like this person has been kind of dead inside for a long time, and they are starting to come back to life because they have found their purpose, because they have found their way home. And so what I love, okay, I pulled cards to see what Spirit has to say to you regarding this connection, and regarding, you know, anything they want to say to you. And they're saying that there is a new love that's coming in. For some of you, this could be like a new love connection, or this person is a new connection, a new love connection, or this could be a renewal of love, or there's someone else that's better for you. And this is the number 26, which is the number 8, or 216. New love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. And yeah, you could very well be having like work opportunities or spiritual growth coming in for you. The universe is basically saying there are new beginnings here. There are new beginnings here. Your person saying there are new beginnings. It could pertain to this connection, but it could like also pertain to you in your personal life. And there is a sense of like your person's higher self saying, embrace this new beginnings. Embrace the starts, and embrace like all the blessings that want to come into your life, and allow and just go with the flow of everything, and know that eventually when the time is right, you will be presented with this choice to like, do you want to choose this connection or not? And yeah, don't make decisions like prematurely. Be open to them. Be open to things coming to you. And the second card that you have here is the number 50, or 5 is a card of change. Consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. What I'm feeling is that with this card, it's about looking at the foundations of your inner world, and how you perceive love, how you understand love. And what the universe is asking you to do is not just to look at how committed you are to choosing love over fear, choosing love over your insecurities, your ego, your doubts, but also like looking at the foundations and of like how you love, how you express love, how you want to receive love, and how you view love. Maybe you are someone who has had a rough childhood and you are unable to receive or express love, or you're unable to trust people, or you're unable to like feel authentic in your relationships, or you're unable to feel secure in your relationships. Look at the foundations of who you are, and especially who you are when it comes to like your emotions, your like love in general, like and your relationships with other people, romantic, platonic, familial, and really consider that, reflect on that, and look at what needs, you know, what is good about it, what's bad about it, perhaps what needs to be changed, and understand yourself better. I think that's what they're trying to say, like understand yourself better, and that's the key to unlocking a lot more joy and happiness in your life, and understanding the past of what has happened, you know, and understanding other people, and being more compassionate and like kinder to other people as well. So like I feel like understanding how you love and how other people love and how you perceive love is very important on your journey. So the universe just wants you to focus on that. So yeah, along with the new beginnings coming in, focus on yourself. So that's all the messages that I have for you today. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with your situation, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great week ahead. Bye!